Okay, let's get started. So today we're going to talk about how to monetize your Zoom Marketplace application. Here we're going to discuss, how to maximize your Zoom app revenue, and with a solution that makes monetization simple. So first of all, my name is Chris Goodine. I'm a senior product manager on the Zoom Apps team, and I've been with Zoom for about 2 years now. So this is just our standard disclosure. We do have some forward-looking uh, descriptions or plans that are shared with this. Just keep in mind that these are tentative and subject to change. So what are we going to talk about today? First of all, I want to share why you would want to monetize on Zoom. I want to walk through some of the key features that app monetization on Zoom offers. I then want to take a detailed look at both the customer and the developer experiences. Then I want to address some of the pricing and fees commonly asked questions that we see. And then I want to present a special offer. And finally, we'll have a chance for some Q&A. So first of all, why monetize on Zoom? So we've built app monetization directly in the Zoom app marketplace. And so this means that customers will be purchasing apps uh, from your apps on our marketplace uh, using our checkout experience. And so one of the key benefits that we offer is reach and exposure. So we offer Zoom's trusted brand as part of this entire experience, and you'll have access to Zoom's vast user base of millions of potential customers for your apps. We've worked very hard to optimize the checkout experience and to make it so that it's seamless for customers. So we offer a one-page checkout process that has everything the customer needs to transact, all within a single flow. And this is ultimately designed to boost sales for your business. And finally, we offer developers a number of tools to make their operations more seamless. So we offer sales tax collection, billing support, as well as multiple dashboards to help you manage your business efficiently, all managed by Zoom, so you don't have to worry about it yourself. So what are some of the key features that we offer? We offer full featured pricing. So developers who monetize on Zoom can actually build out their own pricing pages. And we have a number of ways to customize the look and feel of your pricing page. You can offer multiple plan types with different pricing options for each. You can offer monthly, annual pricing. You can even offer bulk pricing. And all of this is to attract different customer segments and to work with different business models that developers may have. As I mentioned before, we handle the tax on behalf of the developer. Um, so more specifically, we are the merchant of record for this transaction, which means that we're managing the tax collection, the remittance, and the reporting of all tax on behalf of the developers. So this is one thing you just don't have to worry about. Next, we offered some tools to help automate your business. So this includes license provisioning as well as subscription management. Uh, any transaction that's processed on the marketplace can feed into your backend systems through webhooks or REST APIs that we've developed. And then finally, I mentioned this before, but ultimately we've created a suite to make business management efficient and easy for developers. So you'll have intuitive dashboards to manage your customers that have made purchases, to track your transactions, and ultimately to manage the performance of your business and to track payouts. So now I want to walk through the customer experience. So what does it look like from a customer who's actually purchasing an app on the Zoom app marketplace? So first of all, when they access the Zoom app marketplace, they'll land on the app's page, and this is the page that exists today. But one thing that's been introduced is this new pricing section. And so this pricing section is fully customized by the developer, but I'll just walk through some of the features that it includes. So developers can offer up to 4 different plans. So those columns that you're seeing here, each one of them represent a plan. You can offer monthly or annual pricing, And if you do offer annual pricing at a discount, we highlight upfront, how much the customer can save if they move to an annual plan. We do have the ability for developers to offer bulk pricing. And by that, I mean, you can offer price breaks if a customer purchases, 10 plans, let's say. This allows you to be more flexible with your pricing and encourage larger volumes of purchases. You can define user limits for each one of your plans. So you can say, for the Plus plan, you need to have a minimum number of seats or up to a maximum number of seats. And that helps you sort of structure your plans in a way that, certain customers may graduate to newer plans if they want more seats, for example. We also understand that in the enterprise sales space, not all customers fit nicely into some of your plans that you offer. And so we do give customers the ability to contact your sales team directly. And you'll see that at the bottom of the page where you can surface your phone number or your email for your sales teams, and then customers can contact you directly. For each one of the plans, you can customize the description of the plan as well as the features that you offer under each plan. So this page ultimately can be customized to meet your needs. Next, I talked about this before, but we do offer a one-page checkout experience. So this experience is ultimately designed for conversions. We've learned a lot by offering Zoom or by selling Zoom licenses on our own website. And this is for like our Zoom One plans or Zoom business plans, for example. And so we've taken those learnings and applied them to our Zoom app marketplace checkout experience. And so everything is here. You can see here that you can adjust the cart essentially. So you can choose the number of users or the number of licenses that you need. You can toggle between monthly and annual pricing. You can set up your payment methods, and everything that's done on the left-hand side will actually dynamically update the summary on the right-hand side. And so these dynamic summaries help the customer understand, okay, where exactly they'll have savings or what their total will be. You can see that there's a breakdown here of what's due today versus what's due monthly. And so this accounts for if you increase your license count, let's say in the middle of the month, we'll automatically calculate prorated rates so that the customer only pays for the portion of the month that they need, and then the next month you'll have the full renewal at the total amount. You can see here we also support a full display of the taxes, and it supports coupon code. So again, all of this is designed to optimize checkout and improve sale. So after the purchase has been made, we do have a convenient location for IT admins to manage the licenses that they've purchased. So the whole system is designed with enterprises in mind, which means that a given organization will likely buy licenses on behalf of their users. And then once they have those licenses, they can then assign them to individuals. And so these licenses can be, moved from one individual to the next. They can see here how many licenses they have available. There's convenient buttons to purchase more. And there's the ability for the admin to assign an unassigned license. This is a license assignment is something that is important after the purchase. And so we have after our checkout experience, we're actually driving users to this page so that they do their license assignment right away. And of course, we offer different features to organize your users who have licenses, and that includes filters and search capabilities. And then finally, on the customer side, we do have a billing page where customers can manage all of their app subscriptions that they have purchased. And so this will show all of the apps that have existing subscriptions. You can see the given state of each one of those subscriptions. So if some of them are in trial, some of them are active or inactive, you can see that. And you can see how many or what plan that you have and how many licenses you have. Um, Here's where they manage all of their payment information. So if they want to change their payment method, if they want to look into their transaction history for accounting purposes, they can do that as well. And here we have convenient buttons to edit the plans or to assign licenses that have been purchased. So that's the customer experience. Next, I want to walk through the developer experience. So what does it look like from your perspective in setting up a checkout experience or a pricing page, like what we just talked about? So first of all, before you can actually monetize on the Zoom app marketplace, we need to set you up with a payouts account. And this is ultimately to ensure that any payments that we generate on your behalf will actually find their way to your bank account, which is the whole point of this. But this onboarding experience supports multiple different types of businesses. So here you can specify, if you're an individual business or a company, and there's various types of companies, including private corporations. You can provide all your business information here, as well as your banking information for where you want to receive the payout. You will have to agree to terms and conditions, and ultimately, once your information has been provided, it does go through a verification process. So we make sure that your business is real and your bank account is real, and all these things to just make sure that your payout account is legitimate. Once you go through onboarding, here's where your monetization tab within the app build flow will be unlocked. So this screen should look mostly familiar to most developers here. If you have an app already on the Zoom app marketplace, you'll know that you can go in and update the features of your app through the build flow. And once you've gone through onboarding, this new monetization tab appears. And this is ultimately where you'll go in and start setting up your pricing page. So everything we saw before on the customer side in terms of the different plans and the features and the capabilities that you want to offer, all of that can be built here. You can see at the top there's that plan icon or plan button that you use that to insert new plans. The preview button there will open up the actual pricing page for you to preview. You can set up to 4 plans. You can do your monthly and annual pricing. You can set up user limits. You can set up free trials and provide contact information here. So again, everything that was shown on the pricing page, this is just the mirror to that. This is how developers actually configure it themselves. So next, what we offer is full automation for your business to support provisioning and to understand entitlements. And so what I mean by provisioning is when a customer purchases on the Zoom app marketplace, they then assign those licenses. So now that user is entitled to receive the service that they just paid for. And so from your app's perspective, you need to know when the customer arrives if they're entitled to a pro license, let's say. And we've built an entitlements API to make that very simple. So when your app initializes, you can just check the given user's entitlements. If you could see that they are entitled to a paid plan, your app can then serve that paid plan to that customer. We also offer a suite of webhooks that will basically send you notices throughout the customer's journey. And you can use these webhooks to understand everything about the purchase lifecycle. So if they've started a trial, if they've converted and made a subscription, if they've canceled, if licenses were assigned or unassigned, all of these things are sent to you via webhooks. So you can build out your own dashboards if you want something beyond what we offer. In terms of dashboards, we do present a an overview of your business within the marketplace. So you can see here the customers that have made purchases. You can see a detailed look of the specific transactions that were processed. Here you can track an overview of all the customers that have plans, paid plans. You can see your payouts and what you've earned today and what you've made last month. So this is just a great way to sort of come in and track your business. Again, we handle all the tax on your behalf, and we break that down as part of the transaction. So you can see, if we just look at the first line item, for example, 10 licenses were purchased for $106. We collected and will report and remit $6 in tax. We have the platform fee, and your net earnings are shown here. So now I want to share kind of like just answers to common questions that we get about what are some of the rules and fees around app monetization. So the way monetization works, we have this requirement that all users need to be able to add the app immediately. This is just how our marketplace was built initially. And so paid plans are actually added on top of that. So to support monetization, we do require that all plans or all apps are free to download. And this is how it exists today in the marketplace. A number of developers, even if they have paid services, they'll still show a free app that you can download on the marketplace. And then they offer upgrades or paid plans once you're in the app. So we offer that business model, and we support that. In terms of the minimum price you can charge for your plans, we do have a set minimum of 99 cents. And this is really just because anything below that, we're actually paying larger fees than we can collect. So it ends up being that a minimum price like this just makes sure that we're not losing money on every single transaction. We do have a 15% commission. We justify this because of the work we do to support the customer through their billing processes, to handle the tax on the developer's behalf, and ultimately to market the app. We feel like there's a really great thing that happens when Zoom and the developer have aligned incentives. So for example, with this commission, we can justify running advertising campaigns against paid apps in order to drive traffic and revenue to those apps. And with that commission, we would get a return as well. And so it's a win-win type situation. And finally, we do offer app monetization today in the USA only. We support US-based developers and customers, and all transactions are in US dollars. So this is just the structure as it is today. One thing I do want to mention is that everything that we talked about right now is available to developers in a beta. And so as part of this beta, we understand that you're working with us directly, you're providing feedback, and you're kind of helping us get to the mature product that we're looking for. And so as part of that, we want to offer beta developers 0% commissions on sales during the beta period. And this way you can work with us and build your app and have it monetized without having to worry about commissions. And so the app monetization beta is open today. We do have this sign up link here, which I believe was just shared in the chat. We do encourage developers who are interested in participating to sign up, and we can, from there schedule calls and learn more about your business and basically help you through the process of getting your app monetized. So there are a couple of resources that we've surfaced here that we think will be helpful. Just slides and a YouTube video on how to market your app, some best practices that we've come across, as well as some more in-depth information about optimizing your app listings metadata. And there's a YouTube video there. So with that, I will stop talking and I will help answer any questions that you may have. So I see a question here from Henry. Uh, the question is this for US businesses only? I saw the screen for the company information said US numbers only. Yes. So this is for US developers and customers only. I will say that this is very much something we plan to um, expand very quickly. We have um, on the developer side, it's probably likely that we can expand uh, sooner. On the customer side, there are tax implications for every geography that we enter, and so we'll have to make sure that we have everything in place before we can enter those geographies. Fortunately, this isn't the very first time Zoom is selling things globally. We have a lot of best practices selling Zoom meetings and other products in global geographies. We have sophisticated tax teams and things of that nature, which can help us expand. And so we plan to leverage those and expand as quickly as possible to other geographies. Yep. And then Henry, I think you saw the screen, and yeah, there are the other countries. I think we'll start with probably the more common countries, that have similar tax structures as the US. So countries like Canada, UK, Australia, and then I think we'll just go from there. Does anyone have other questions? If so, please feel free to drop them into the chat. If not, we can, yeah, we can just potentially end early. Well, I'm not seeing any other questions pop in. So I think in the spirit of saving you time, let's. Oh, actually, sorry, Joshua, you just asked another question. Okay, so the question is, do you assign an account manager, example for chargebacks, etc.? So what I'll say is we do have a billing. We do offer billing support. So this is the scaled version of uh, Zoom selling apps, which is through our marketplace. And through this, we do offer billing support to any customers who make purchases and they have issues. So that can help with some of this, common issues like chargebacks and things of that nature. I will say there is a separate program which we are looking to scale, which is the ISV exchange program. That's different. It's not via the marketplace. It's actually more selling on the developer's behalf with an account manager. And so that's a different program that I think we're looking to introduce new developers into. I'm not super familiar with that, but I do know it exists, and that's the ISV exchange program again. So that is more so Zoom, with our own sales team selling apps, to our own customers, and there's some sort of, negotiated contract in place for that. Okay, well, I think those are the questions. Um, so I want to thank you all for attending this talk, and please do sign up in the link if you are interested in the app monetization beta. And if you do have any other questions, you can find my contact information and reach out to me directly. I'm happy to discuss any questions that you have, or help out in any way I can. Awesome. Thank you.